everyone, it's Misty here. Welcome to my February weigh-in and update video for 2020. Thank you so much for joining me. It's on Friday. I know if you missed Wednesday's January recap video, I mentioned that I was sick over the weekend and I wanted to make sure that I filmed that video, and then this one was going up on Friday because I didn't have anything to review for you this week. We will have a Friday next week. If you missed it, I posted the first episode of the Spoonie Diaries last Friday. If you're someone who suffers with chronic illness, etc., I'm hoping to build a community here on YouTube where we can talk and support each other in the comments. I've already seen you guys doing that and I love it. Even if you don't have a chronic illness, you can watch. The first part is just my story. So if you've never heard what all the crap I've gone through over the last 4 years, you can watch that. The next episode I will probably film today or film tomorrow, talking about some other things, and that will go up in a couple of weeks. So yeah, so let's talk the week by the numbers. I mentioned just a second ago that I was sick this weekend. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was exhausted. My body hurt. I mean, I was in bed by 7 Saturday and Sunday night, maybe even Friday too. I don't remember. I didn't feel good. That's all I knew. So last week, my numbers as far as blood sugar, my 7-day average was 137. My 14-day average was 141, and my 30-day average was 155. This morning, my 7-day average was 150, so that's up 13 points. My 14-day average was 148, so that's up 7 points. And my 30-day average was 149, and that's actually down 6 points. So blood sugar running a little elevated. I think Saturday and Sunday both. It was like 190. This morning it was 170. I had bumped down to 60 units of insulin. This weekend I took 70. Last night I took 60, and it was still a little elevated this morning. So I may have to go back to 70 units. Well, I'm just playing it by ear. It just depends on what it is when I go to bed. If I'm around 130 and I haven't had anything to eat in a couple of days, 60 is pretty good for me, and I wake up right about the same. So that's been really good. I am almost down to my 26s. I mentioned this in Wednesday's video. I'm like, just could almost button them. If I laid down, I could probably soak my gut in and get them in. But so no. I go see the rheumatologist on Monday, and I see the wound care doctor on Wednesday. I'm hoping at one of those appointments, when I get dressed, that they will fit. Now, as far as weight, I'm up 2 pounds. So last week I weighed in 399. This week I'm at 401, and that number is just going to go up and down as the weather changes. Sunday it was like almost 80. And today it's in the 30s, and there's sleet and snow and all sorts of winter crap. So when the barometric pressure changes, or when there's a cold front or whatever, my body just gets inflamed. And I'm going to have to ask my rheumatologist on Monday for us to switch to something else, because the methotrexate is just not helping the rheumatoid arthritis in my hand. And my hands are so swollen. My feet are great. I think I've probably lost a shoe size, but my fingers are just so swollen. And I'm growing my fingernails back out. I've bit them all off, so I don't have any nails on, but I don't have my nails did. But yeah, so my fingers have just been so swollen. So like I've mentioned before, the scale, it's just a way of measurement. It's like, it's not the be all end all. The blood sugars are, for me. The ketones, my ketone at the beginning of January was 0.7. This morning it was 0.6. So I'm staying right around that. I don't know if it'll get any higher. We'll have to see. I'm actually really nervous for it to see a higher number. If you guys didn't know, back in 2018, I ended up with diabetic ketoacidosis and ended up in ICU. Basically, I almost died. And the only way I knew it was DKA was because of my keto meter. I have the Keto module, and I have an affiliate link down below. It literally saved my life. And I have a video on this channel called my Keto module meter, or Keto meter saved my life, because it did, because my blood sugar was fine. My ketones were high. It just said high. So anyway, so the numbers minus the blood sugars, that 30-day number is fantastic, because it's down so far. So my numbers have just consistently came down. Like I mentioned in the recap video, I started with my 7-day average at 172, my 14-day average at 185, and my 30-day average at 164. And then I also mentioned in Wednesday's video that my A1C dropped a 1/10 of a point. So I'm hoping when I have it done again in May that it drops even more. So yeah, so my goals for February are just to keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like I've been very, very, very consistent with keto. And carnivore, I've been kind of going back and forth. Yesterday I had some zucchini because I had it in the refrigerator, with some chicken, and I cooked it in olive oil and butter. It was so good. What else have we been eating? I made a beef stew. That was so good. So good. I put it in the Instant Pot and then realized, number one, I'd put too much shit in the Instant Pot, and number two, I hadn't done a test. I was scared of it, so I still haven't used it, or the air fryer either. So those are my goals for February, is to use both of those appliances. What else? Let's see. Like I said, I'm almost in those 26s. I'm really excited about it. I wore a 3X shirt the other day. So that would be a couple shirt sizes. I don't know if you guys remember that orange sweater I wore probably November, December. It's huge. Like, it doesn't fit anymore. And what I've decided to do, and this may end up biting me in the ass, but I am saving all of my fat clothes. I made the mistake of giving them all away last year and gained my weight back. And so I'm going to save them, but my goal is not to have to need them. So I'm going to give it a year, and then hopefully I won't lose any weight. I do need to be down into like a 24 or 22 by summer, because that's the size shorts I have, and I'm not buying any new ones. So there have been a couple of days where I have been really emotional and I've wanted to eat or shop. And luckily I haven't done either. So I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know. I don't have periods anymore. I had a uterine ablation in 2014, I think. And I haven't had a period since, but I don't know, I don't know if I'm PMSing or whatever. So it could be that, it could just be the weather, it could just be a whole lot of things. So as far as my wound, if you don't want to see it, look away, but Alan sent her picture here. It's literally like the size of a pen. I mean, it's so tiny, and I'm like, how can something so tiny hurt so damn much? I'm still wearing my abdominal binder and got it on right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So I'm just wearing that every single day. I see the wound care doctor, like I said, next Wednesday. I am hoping that will be the last day that I need wound care. And I just hope that wearing this girdle and losing more weight and just being careful not to stretch, etc., will help. That's all I can hope for, is that it will help. But yeah, so if you missed Wednesday's video, make sure you go check it out, because I did share a couple of some new favorite products, just kind of a recap of what happened in January. So like I said, I'll be back to our regular scheduled upload schedule. So Monday I'll have my dinners, Wednesday it'll be a weigh-in, and then next Friday will probably be a Friday or Friday. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching me. Quick and to the point, I hope. I can't tell. I've been just continuously filming. So thank you guys so much for watching. On Sunday, I will have my January, or my update one on my Project Pan and No Buy, if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi there, everyone. It's Misty here. Welcome to my February week.